Hi, everybody. I'm Scott Schaefer, your Director of Sales for the Western U.S., and I want to introduce you to our West Region sales team. I'm going to start out with our most senior person and have Stephanie start with just telling us a little bit about yourself and how you got into this building automation industry, Steph.
Yeah, well, first off, it's kind of crazy that I'm the most senior employee on the team here with Distech. I've been at Distech about, I think this summer will be 7 years. But yeah, kind of funny story how I got into the industry. So many of you who know me know I'm a former competitive athlete. I played college soccer at the University of Wisconsin. And actually, a lot of employers would come back to recruit student athletes. How they have the traits: competitive, good time management skills, good team players, hate to lose. And my first boss in the industry, he was a long snapper on the Badger football team. And anyway, long story short, he hired me and I got into a sales training program with a big manufacturer in the industry. And that was 12 years ago. And yeah, I can't imagine doing anything else.
Stephanie's been an awesome Distech part of the family here. What are you, 7 years now? 7+?
This summer, this June will be 7 years. So pretty crazy how time flies.
Yeah, awesome. Next senior person on the team would be Lance Patterson. Lance, tell us how you came to Distech and why you're in this industry.
Yeah, thanks, Scott. No, so I've been at Distech now. Actually, next month will be 5 years for me. Started out as a sales support engineer, which is essentially our technical sales support team, and had a great time there. Worked under some great people, and now I'm part of the Best Coast sales team, managing the Colorado, Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, and Las Vegas markets. Been in this role now for 2 years, and it's been a whirlwind of fun, honestly. Get to meet some great customers, some great end users, some great contractors. So it's been a blast, and absolutely happy to be here.
Absolutely, Sam. Next person I got to hire on this team, Chris Swanson, handles the Northwest for us. Why don't we go to you, Chris, and tell us a little bit about how you got into this.
Thanks, Scott. So I actually live up in the Portland area, and I'm managed the Pacific Northwest for Distech, so Oregon, Washington, Alaska, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming. Kind of an interesting story. Right out of college, I got into the industry and went to work for a consulting engineer, and worked there for a few years, earned my PE stamp before I decided to leave for the world of sales. Worked for a couple of different equipment manufacturers before eventually finding my way to the world of building automation. And I've been here ever since. I can't imagine doing anything else.
Yeah, you've done an awesome job with the Northwest. Good job. Next person I wanted to introduce on our team, we call him Mr. Texas. Ken's been with us over a year already, and let's have Ken tell you how he got into this BS industry.
So about a year and a half now with Distech. I actually started in the industry while I was in college, and absolutely hated what I was going to school for. So started in this industry and just fell in love with it, watching the technology grow. Been in the industry about 18 years now, started in the field, pulling wire, mounting controllers, all that good stuff. And kind of worked my way through just about every role in controls, and found my way over to sales, and haven't looked back. I mean, it's a fun industry to be in for multiple reasons. That one is, like Lance said, meeting new customers, the relationships you build over those times, as well as watching the technology change and watch it grow. Because ultimately we're making a better world for everybody and our kids in the future. So it's something I'm really passionate about.
Well said. And you show your passion every day. Phenomenal.
That's right.
And the newest member of the West Region sales team, our fifth RSM, is Raquel Sandy out in Southern California. And first week on the job. What do you think about Distech, and are you glad you made the switch?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to be here. Everyone has always preached that Distech is really a family. It's the people that make it, the culture here, and that couldn't be more accurate. I was fortunate enough in my previous role to work with Stephanie and some of the team members here. And, being able to have the mentorship, the support, and just the guidance moving forward here is really exciting.
Awesome. We're so glad to have you on the team. Myself, most people in the industry know me by now. I've been in the industry 31 years now, but formerly Johnson, Trane, Siemens, Schneider before Distech. So definitely been around the block. This is the most fun I've ever had in the industry. The company has just been amazing.
You don't look a day over 25, Scott.
Yeah, 25 years ago. Stephanie, why don't you tell us a fun fact about yourself, just to get people to know you?
Yeah, fun fact. So I mentioned a little bit ago I was a competitive soccer player, and a few years ago I actually discovered I think it's the fastest growing sport in the U.S. But I started playing flag football a few years ago. So when I'm not working, I'm the manager of my flag football team. You can count on me, making up new plays. If I'm watching college or NFL, if I see a play I like, I'll jot it down on the notes app of my phone. But yeah, actually, I'm in the inaugural league of this new Women's National Flag Football League. We have games coming up in Atlanta, Dallas, and Puerto Rico, 3 tournament weekends. So that's been taking up a lot of my time outside of work, but it's a ton of fun. I enjoy learning a new sport. And yeah, I'm having a blast doing it. Just picked it up and fell in love with the sport.
You keep us entertained with your videos every weekend. It's awesome.
Yep.
All right, Chris, let's go to you. What do you have for a fun fact for everybody? Get to know you.
Well, fun fact. So I'm an Oregon State Beaver. Went to school there back in the day. Go Beavs! And just kind of in the spirit of their recent basketball success, with the Beavs making it to the Elite Eight this year. Fun fact: I know, so exciting. I mean, we're not just baseball anymore. Now we're baseball and basketball, right?
Yeah.
So, back in the day, back in the 90s, I was actually at a party and I met Gary Payton back when he was a Beaver. So that was a fun experience. Yeah, he was a lot taller than I expected him to be, but that was just kind of fun, just meeting him at a party and chatting with him a little bit, and it was something I'll always remember.
That's awesome. I have a Peyton Manning story that's similar to that I like to tell people. Very cool. Lance, you're smiling. What do you have to tell us? It's fun.
Fun fact? Oh man. I got a few of them, but actually a fun fact that not a lot of people know about me is I used to actually be very heavily involved in theater and musical theater in high school. Right. So, and actually so involved that I actually was considering making that a career choice down the road. And obviously I didn't. But I'll tell you, but the best part of being involved in theater was our teacher. So one of the main reasons why I try to treat everyone with equal respect, honestly, is because of our teacher, Miss Mandy Connors. She did an awesome job of instilling in us that, treat the janitor like the CEO kind of mentality. And it stuck with me through all these years. So.
That's awesome. I didn't know that about you, but it explains a lot with the presentation. All right, Ken, tell us something crazy about yourself.
I don't know about crazy, but so I'm born and raised in a small town in East Texas, grew up on a farm. But probably fun fact about me is I'm a big history buff. So I constantly watch History Channel, Discovery, stuff like that, treasure hunter type stuff. Very into that. I recently got into collecting antique paper currency, just because that's something that doesn't last very long. Coins, you can find coins all the way back to a few thousand years old, but paper currency usually doesn't last very long. And I've got quite a few notes that are from early to mid to late 1800s, different types of notes, U.S. currency, as well as Confederate notes and things like that. So yeah, it's just something I'm really into. It's not because of the value of them. It's more so of the story behind them. So yeah, it just kind of drives my want and need to collect them. So
that's awesome. And Raquel, newest member. Let's hear a fun fact about yourself.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not like Lance with theater. You'd actually not want to hear me sing. So, no. So actually, a lot of people that know me know that I'm a big golfer, but they don't know that golf happened on accident. My first love was volleyball. I wanted to go play collegiate volleyball so bad, maybe go to the Olympics one day, but I'm only 5'5". So my volleyball coach, he advised me to play golf in high school, and that was the best switch I've ever made in my life. And I get to play golf every day for personal life experience with golf customers. Yeah, it's awesome.
Phenomenal. Hopefully in a year, you're going to say Distech was the best thing you ever switched to.
It'd be kind of hard to take customers to play volleyball with.
My whole team knows me. What's that, Stephanie?
I was going to say, tell us a fun fact about yourself.
I was just going to. You all know I have a passion for vino, so you all know that, and that's probably one of my favorite hobbies is wine tasting around the world. So, wife and I went to Italy last year, and that was one of the funnest things we've ever done. So, little fun fact about myself. Well, I think this should wrap it up as far as a good little introduction to the West sales team. We thank everybody for taking your time to watch this, and hopefully you got to know us much better. Thank you very much.